Okay, so this video will work through making changes or making a new form. You're just going to add new form title. Let's call it mission. You can change this. And then form description, I usually leave that blank. So here is what the brand new form will look like. In order to have this text, I'm just going to copy it. To have just a blank text at the top, that's usually where I throw in the description. You have this HTML. So it says there's no content displayed. It won't show on this side, but it'll show on the form. So here is that text, and I'm just going to close that up. So then let's also throw the each participant. Fill. Okay, so then we have name, address, all of these items you can just go here. So we'll do name, address, age. We'll do a single line text option for that, or we can do a number. We'll do a number for that. Cell phone. So one thing I like to do is get all of these fields on there because they're just adding up down here, and then I'll make changes after that. Cell phone, so then we need email next. Emergency phone, and then t-shirt size. And then that's a decent stopping place for this bit. So then, you may not care about this, I like to take away these names, and then you need first and last, and then in the placeholder, I put first and last, and then I will do hidden and sublabels I will also hide, and then it just helps it look like that instead of having all of these extra words all over. Next, we also want to require this because I'm assuming you're going to want this name required. And then, so what I will do is require all of these fields, and then you can go through and uncheck them. It's just right here. You click in each area if you don't want them to be required. On address, I usually go through that. You don't usually need all of these extra lines just to help clean that up a little bit. And I guess you can see that. And then you could do a default state if you want, Missouri. And that way it'll already have that part on there. And then I'm going to hide the top because that's obviously going to be the address field. Phone number, or this is age, so you want this to be age, number format, I guess it could be like that, min 0, say 100, required, I need to require this. And then phone number, let's do cell. So I'm going to take that away. Require cell phone number. Email. Hide. And this is the general gist of how you would do this. I could keep going through the whole form. I'll go ahead and remake. Actually, I'll keep going for these check boxes. We'll just make the whole form together. Phone, and we'll call this one emergent. Oh, no, come back. This will be emergency phone. Required. this? Okay, emergency phone number, hidden. This is t-shirt size. We could do a check option. Like, what you could do on this, if you want to change it to that later, is you could do a checkbox or a radio button, which I'll show you with this section here, where you could list out extra small, medium. But for now, I'll just do this because I don't know. There's a lot of different shirt options. And I want to make sure that it looks how it should. Let's copy that, throw it here. And then we need another single line text for the church. Choir, church, hidden. So right here is a good option, or a good point. So here's a radio button. So this would be yes or no. If it will open for me. Sometimes they get tricky and it's confusing, so you would just go do something else while it thinks about things. So then we'll need an if yes section. Alright. Do you or your family have any of the following? So then this one you could do check boxes. I'll show you how to do those. I'm not sure why these are being difficult at this moment. Oh, and this is how you drag them in case you want to reorder any of these items. Alright, that's frustrating. Let's just update this and see if it just wants to save, and then see if we can get it to go now. There it goes. Okay, just computers. So this field will be, are you or your family? We'll just copy that. And then this will be yes. This will be no. And then you'll delete this, require it. And then it won't look like this all split up like that on the other side. And then here you just put if yes, explain. We can require that. And then this is, do your family have any of the following? Or any family members? So then, here's where we will start listing out these items. High blood, and so you're just pushing this checkbox or this plus box anytime you want to add a new one. Seizures. And then you have this etc option, so in case you want more, I'm assuming. So then this will also fully display on the page. So what I will do is, I guess we could actually do just a single line text, and we can title this like that. Require it. I didn't require this last one, so we'll go back to this. Oh, we need to add a no option for people who don't have these, because it is required, so that it'll make them answer something. So we'll have a no. And do another one of these for medicines. And here's another option here. So we'll do the HTML for text. And then do a date. Let's see what we want to do with that. I think what we'll actually do just for the signature, and you can play around that, you can either have this consent, and then, but what we sometimes just do is a single line text right here, and then do signature. I could spell signature, or signed. Signed and date, so we'll require this. I'm not sure where it would make most sense, but I guess we'll just add this another here. We could also just put it right here. That might be better. So this is kind of how my form building process goes. It's not very, there's not really a science to it. It's a lot of playing around, but these are just different areas of, there. That might make more sense just so it's right there and there's not another field. And then what I'll do is put this part here in one of these HTMLs. Come on. All right. So that's I'll go back through it, make sure it looks decent. So then we can update this. And then you mentioned sending it to specific emails. So what you can do, I'm just going to guess that it's going to go to yours. You can change this, but just for an example. So Jim Barnhart, what you're going to do is go to notifications, and then we will edit this. So this is saying it's send to, so it's going to send to the admin email, but what we're going to do is replace it with yours. And then we put all of ours to have this. Oh, this is from your last form. That way it doesn't, just if it sends anything out, it'll send from this no reply. And then that is all we change on this side. But that's how you do it. And if you need to send it to another email address, like say you're going to add mine on there, then you just separate it with a comma, and then we would both get those. Or if you want to send it to someone else in your church or anything like that, that's where you would do that. And then you need to go here to update notification. So right now I have set that to go to yours. And then let's look at this preview. So here's what it looks like. Okay, I might change this because I don't like how it says this here. But this is where these forms can kind of get confusing. And that's because it's formatted like this, and you really just need these all to be up here. So I'll show you how to do that. This is where it can get a little bit tricky. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with, I'm trying to decide if it might have more sense to have name displayed, but you can play around with that, make the changes. I think I'm going to have address displayed just for some separation. You know, we might just go ahead and have these. And we can change this to participant name. So I'll go through that. So these are okay because they're right here. But what I am going to do is see if I can make these. Okay, it's not letting me. So sometimes you can make these a bit smaller. Or we could just do a first, so it would only be that big, and then change this to name. It's totally up to you. I think I'll leave it like that, just because I kind of like how that looks better. But it's your form, do what you want. And I am going to go ahead and change this. Oh, here. I'm just going to change this to a. So one thing you can do, instead of adding that all the way to the bottom, I can just go right here. I'm going to add a single line text and just drag it into this spot and do age. Require it. There. So we will have that added there. So here, let's just, okay, I still have that hidden. Appearance visible. So here is where this will be. So that might look a little bit better. We can also add a section break here. Please don't add that to the bottom. Okay. And then I just want to show you what this can do for your form. Not that you have to have it on this one, but it just gives that little bit of separation, just to keep it looking nice. And you can do that at any point. So I'm going to make a few changes, and then you can kind of see what you want to keep, what you don't want to keep. But again, that's just a section break, and I deleted this field label that says section break. So next, so this is what I'm actually now to where I was talking about making changes. I'm going to move this to where it's over here, just for formatting, so your form doesn't have to be as long. To do that, you go to appearance. This is already here. We just do GF left half, and then you just do the opposite on this next one that you want to move up. GF right half. And then I'll show you, so here's what it looks like right now. They're underneath. And then they will go, because you're telling it to go there, it'll just move over here. And that just helps it look nice. So I'm going to do that through some of these, and I'll probably add a page maybe here. That's what I'll do. I'll do a page break here. And then so then that splits it up into two. And so you can add pages anywhere else, but that'll just keep it from getting too long. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video there, but that is kind of a general, sorry, not super formal overview of how to go through these forms, and I'll make this look a little bit different, but nothing I haven't already showed you.